Good afternoon gamers, it's Cherry Controller and I'm back with 5 stunning survival seeds. There's such a cool selection of seeds in this video, so hopefully you find one you think is worth trying out for your Minecraft world. And maybe consider liking if you enjoy the video. I make plenty of other seeds for you to check out too, so if you really enjoy this one, go ahead and check out one of my other videos, and maybe subscribe if you really want, I really appreciate it. The first seed of the day spawned you in a savanna biome. With acacia wood readily available and a small oak forest next to you, you'll be sure to find all of the resources you need. Just off in a distance from this oak can find a plains village overlooking the water. The village is pretty cute with a stone shelf and very pretty tropical jungle looking out over us just off in a distance. It's such a vibe. This jungle is super pretty with another village hiding out in the middle right next to this gorgeous mangrove line. Home to a desert if you travel far enough, and eventually the Badlands. You can find plenty of perfect tropical spots to build with plenty of villages nearby. Back at spawn, if you decided to explore the savanna you spawn on, you'll find plenty of villages dotted about with ruined portals to explore. With long stretches of flat grassland and beautiful backdrops of jungle and savanna, an ocean nearby to set sail from and civilization near, this isn't a bad spot to set up your first base, and it's not too far from spawn. Another patch of jungle I absolutely fell in love with was this tropical stony mountain with stony shelves ready for a village or even a city down below. It's just so scenic. If you want something even more scenic, just beyond this jungle you can find the beginning of these cold mountains merging with the vibrant jungle. There's so many of these huge mountain peaks spread out. They're all so beautiful with plenty of building opportunities around them, and you can even find patches of pale garden dotted in between. One of these mountains has an adorable covered forest in the middle. Climb high up to the top of these peaks and you'll notice your mountain looks down upon more pale garden and a woodland mansion. If you're feeling brave, explore this woodland mansion and set up a base in one of the best spots in this entire seed. This flat patch of grassy plains is absolutely incredible as 2 mountain peaks with tall jungle trees draped among it look down upon your little patch of land. This is just such a perfect place for a base. I might even have to load this seed up just to build something here. And on this note, we're going to go ahead and move on to our next seed of the day. For the second seed of the day, it's giving very vanilla Minecraft. You'll find you spawn in a forest with adorable rivers flowing through. With a birch hill behind you, spruce taiga to the side, it's giving 2015 Minecraft simplicity. Make your way up the birch hill, grab some supplies on your way, and you'll stumble upon a pale garden snuck in between the birch and the spruce. While there aren't the most pretty spots to build at spawn, you can get a good selection of wood types straight away. Make your way through the taiga and down through this dark oak forest next to the pale garden, and you'll find it brings you to a woodland mansion, where maybe you'll find a chicken jockey. You'll have to be quick though, as the mansion is starting to burn. This burning mansion will be one hell of a mission, as there's alleys within this mansion. Can you bust in, save them, and tame them as your pets all before they burn in the mansion? This woodland mansion also looks out over a cherry blossom hill with perfect flat lands for building. So you can save the alleys and take them back to your relaxing cherry blossom lodge to watch the sunset over a burning mansion. I'm sure the smell of pillager flesh is relaxing. You can also find a village out here on the edge of this flat grassy plains, so you can easily populate your town if you did decide to build something out here. Cross over these grassy plains till you come to a savanna. Dotted in the savanna you can find villages and a pillager outpost. This pillager outpost can also bring you to some very scenic jungle with some great spots to build. You can also find a ruined portal out here. Light it and activate a portal to another dimension. You'll find this portal splits you out in a large crimson forest. Make your short way over the fiery lava lake however you deem fit, and you'll be brought to a nether fortress. Within this fortress you can easily find 2 blaze spawners, and you'll even be able to get yourself some nether wall, meaning this fortress has everything you could possibly want. Overworld, this jungle stream running past you takes you to an ocean, which pretty much takes you all the way back to spawn. This ocean can also take you to cool biomes like mangrove coastlines and mushroom islands. You'll just have to be prepared to travel to them. And with this plentiful seed, we're going to move on to our third seed of the day. This seed's spawn is again super cute. On the edge of the water within an oak forest, you can look out over the savannah. If you like a safari kind of seed, but still with plenty variation of biomes, structures and things to do, then this seed is for you. While the savannah feels expansive, it's easy enough to get around, and the more time you spend making this seed feel like home, the smaller it will feel. As you begin to explore the savannah ahead of you, you'll see tall jungle trees popping up in the backdrop. Make your way around this pond, head through the oak forest, and you'll shortly come to the sandy edges of the ocean, and a clear shot to the jungle coastline that could be seen in the distance before. You'll see the swampy mangroves in the distance, as well as a ruined portal here on the beach in the Java edition. This ruined portal, when activated, pops you out in such a perfect spot for Minecraft beginners, or those of you that don't really love a risky nether spot. You'll find yourself within this creek, but below you and above is the Crimson Forest. Pop out of this hole in the floor and you'll find yourself on the edge of a lava lake hidden from ghasts. Within this lava lake, you can find a nether fortress hidden within a netherrack. Make your way over the lava lake however you seem fit, and you'll easily find the warp forest biome too. I also found a bastion not far from here, and a huge one too. It feels like the sort of bastion Chungus would live in. Nethers are very different on Bedrock though, so if you're playing Bedrock, your nether might not look the same. Heading back to the overworld, you can explore the jungle and the mangrove biomes that sit on the edge of this ocean. But before heading out to sea, if you decided to stay at spawn and check out some of the inland, you can find this really beautiful jungle valley with flatlands and a river running through. The tall peaks of the jungle trees watching from above is just such a vibe, and it's a pretty cool spot to build. You can even find an acacia village not far from it, within the savannah here that looks out onto the same mangrove strip. Follow the mangrove line out of the savannah and you'll be brought to a desert. Pretty ideal for resources. You can find the Badlands biome here too, with a mineshaft exposed on the surface, with a spider spawner out in broad daylight and more underneath, and a zombie spawner all within the mineshaft. It's so large it wraps around the mountain and underneath it. Maybe you like being near the Badlands but don't want to build in it, then just over this side of the Badlands you can find an adorable grassy plains with cute hills and a background begging for a ranch. With jungle surrounding you and the Badlands towering over, merging into the grassland, it's just kind of a vibe. You can find a trail chamber here underneath this exact patch of land. Hop down this cave, dig a little down, and you'll find the top of it exposed within this cave. It's pretty cool too to have a trail chamber underneath your home. And with this, let's go ahead and move on to our next seed. This seed has a super cool spawn here on the Java edition. You get thrown into the world next to a village atop a pretty high mountain. With green grassy flatlands to explore and a village to loot instantly, it's a pretty cool spawn. Beyond this mountainous village, you can find flat grasslands which are perfect for building, with forest all around. There's plenty of resources to grab. In one direction heading out opposite this tall pillar atop this cliff, you can find spruce and tall old growth pine trees one way. The birch forest that sits next to this taiga looks so much better next to the contrast of the spruce woods. It's just so much birchier. This old growth taiga forest is very pretty too, with rivers flowing through in different types of spruce, high mountains and small exposed patches of lush caves. It's a pretty cute place for you to build your first base. There's even a ruined portal here within the forest next to you. If you build a ruined portal around this area, you'll find it pops you out on the edge of a basalt deltas and nether waste. Only a couple hundred blocks away in one direction you'll find a nether fortress, with blaze spawners hidden in between the basalt, and only a few blocks away from this you'll find a huge bastion that rests in between the basalt and the Crimson Forest. This is all so close the second you pop into the nether. But the Overworld still has a lot more to show for itself. From this pine forest you can head through the spruce taiga and you'll find an ocean waiting for you, which can take you to plenty of cool biomes and places to build. But checking out the other directions from spawn, one way you'll find these cool windswept hills. You'll know you're heading in the right direction when you see these huge peaks and mountains sticking out straight up into the sky. Climb atop one of the tallest ones to get a view around for miles, and you'll see perfect building spots this side has to offer. Next to these peaks, straight ahead of you from spawn, you might be able to spot the tall jungle trees popping up in the background. This jungle is pretty sizable too, with plenty of bamboo and some nice areas of sparse jungle to build in. And lastly, in the final direction from spawn, you can find this jungle runs alongside a huge ocean. With mushroom islands appearing off in the distance, this ocean has plenty to offer. Follow this gorgeous jungle coastline if you want to find a swampy mangrove. You'll know when you found the mangrove, as this huge windswept mountain appears as a marker. The way the mangrove and jungle merge, you could actually build the cutest floating river village here. The way the mangrove splits for you, and the bright green jungle too. It's begging for a fishing village on stilts to boat around in. If you like the thought of a fishing village but more open, then not too far from this you can find a pretty jungle island out here in the ocean too. You could turn this into a fishing island with boat bays and tropical huts. And only a few hundred blocks away from this island you can find a Badlands. This Badlands is a really cool one too, with crazy tall cliffs and spires sticking out. Did you guys know that these tall spires and towers are actually called hoodoos? And they're made by erosion of the wind, which is cool, but what a weird name for them. This ocean is home to so many biomes as well, like these absolutely gigantic mushroom fields. They're humongous. You can also find so many patches of pale garden in all directions. I could honestly go on about this seed. I actually enjoyed it so much I even chose it for one of my Bedrock worlds. And on the Bedrock edition, there's even a woodland mansion a couple of hundred blocks away from spawn. But I've got to move on, so let's move on to our 5th seed of the day. Once again, you'll find you spawn within an oak forest near the edge of a river. Just down at spawn, you can even spot taiga that runs all along the edge of the river and out into the lakes. This taiga biome is particularly pretty, with sandy beaches and rivers flowing through and out. With the dark leaves contrasting the bright sand and the crystal water, it's just such a vibe and would make for a very pretty base. Back within the oak forest you spawn in, while collecting resources you might be able to make out the silhouette of a house sat atop the hill in the distance. Make your way up the hill to find a village, and to get a better look of your surroundings. Within this village you can find a saddle here. Head out to explore the snow-topped mountains and the pink cherry trees around this village. It's so beautiful up here, with plenty of spots to build at the bottom of these hills. If you're someone that likes a pretty spawn area to build at, then this seed is perfect. Head over the cherry blossom. As you gain some height, you'll be able to see the taiga snow-topped mountains and the terrain merge with the savannah, making for a perfect building spot here between all of these mountains. Travel over the savannah and you'll find these shelves extend like a highway. Use it to navigate the land easily. One side you'll find jungle, and on the other you'll find eroded badlands with a pillager outpost. The waterways that flow in and throughout these badlands are really useful to explore these dry, arid regions. Make a boat and sail out along the badlands, enjoy the views and the vibrant coral underneath, all from the safety of your boat. Continue through this open channel and over the ocean, and you'll find these mangrove shores, which are crazy cute for a beachy build. If you're looking for something a little bit closer to spawn, maybe not quite as warm, then back over at spawn, from the very first village, head up the grassy steep of this hill and you'll be brought to an edge overlooking a dark forest with another village nestled down in between. Behind it, you can find grassy plains with a ruined portal sat waiting in the middle. Build a portal of your own here and you'll find it spawned you in a very hidden spot, safe within the Crimson Forest. Make your way down the Netherrack caves and you'll find the open Nether. It won't take long until you stumble upon the warped forest and the basalt. This Nether felt really well formed and made logical sense, which is really nice, as sometimes the Nethers can be a bit of a jumbled mess. Back in the Overworld, loot the village and then head on through the Dark Oak to eventually be brought to a woodland mansion here on the Java edition. Not Bedrock though. Next to this woodland mansion, you can find the tiniest sliver of pale garden that hangs over a pretty deep lush cave, falling over 100 blocks. However, there is more pale garden within this seed, so don't worry if that's not enough for you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this list of seeds and hopefully found one you really loved. I've also got plenty more seed videos on my channel, so check out the link playlist at the end of the video if you're still hunting for your perfect seed. So let me know if you picked one. If you're having any issues finding anything, then make sure to drop a comment and I'll see if I can help you out. If you enjoyed the video, maybe consider liking and subscribing. You can find me on Instagram, Discord and Twitch. I've also got a new Java Let's Play in the running with a friend of mine, if that's your sort of thing. I'm going to link it at the end of the video. But until next time guys, it's been Cherry Controller, we are out.